This video is brought to you by BearMotion. Find great accessories at bearmotioncase.com. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Robert here, contributor of GadgetGuruHD.com, and today we will be reviewing the new iPad Air. Now, we're all familiar with iPads and they have been around for a while, so I'm just really going to go over the important features of the new iPad Air and why you might want to buy it. But the first thing that we will be looking at is the battery life. Now, I have recently got this device and played around with it, and I didn't have to charge the device for about 3-4 days, and that's with pretty heavy use. This device just keeps the battery going, and it's pretty insane how much you can get done with a full charge. I never really found myself rushing to the charger or needing to make certain stops just to charge my iPad, and that is one upside of this iPad Air. The battery life is absolutely amazing. Now, another thing that the iPad Air might be known for is the App Store, and that is also absolutely amazing. All the apps that you will need are on there, and they are the good apps, not just remakes by certain developers. For gaming, this is probably the best platform to play it on. It's a lot of fun, especially with the big screen on the iPad Air. Everything looks absolutely gorgeous, and the App Store is definitely one of the strong suits of the new iPad Air and just Apple products in general. Now, if you are interested in some awesome iPad apps, then be sure to check out some of our videos that we have featuring certain applications. Now, another thing that is really enjoyable on this device is the screen. It's really beautiful, and it's just Apple's standard Retina display. Now, we've seen it on the iPad 4, but it's definitely highlighted on the iPad Air, especially with the new design that Apple has packed in. It's a lot smaller and definitely feels better in the hand. It's just pretty much an iPad mini enlarged, and it actually feels great in the hands. It feels really delicate, which is kind of bad. You don't want to drop this device, especially seeing some videos online. The screen cracks really easily, so you might want to put this in a case. But overall, the design is very beautiful, and the aluminum unibody is really hard to beat. Now, since we were talking about design, I just wanted to throw out a few specifications that you guys might be interested in. Now, the new iPad is 7.5 millimeters thin and weighs only 1 pound. That is 20% thinner than the older iPad and 28% lighter. Now, the new iPad Air is not only beautiful looking, but it's also very powerful. Now, it has a new 64-bit architecture on the new A7 chip, and this is supposed to help your CPU performance and graphic performance, and it's supposed to be 2 times faster than the iPad 4. Now, with the A7 chip, you also get better battery life, and that's supposed to be up to 10 hours. Now, in real life performance, this chip performs great. It provides for better battery life, and it's also a lot faster than the iPad 4. All the games run smoothly, and I can't wait to see more games that support this 64-bit architecture. Now, that's about it for the new features of the iPad Air. It also includes an M7 processor, but I don't find that too useful, as you'll not be walking around with your iPad a lot that can record your steps. It might be useful for games, but we'll have to see something like that in the future. Now I'm going to go ahead and mention some things that I don't like on the iPad Air, and one of them is iOS 7. Now, iOS 7 is not that great on the iPad Air, and I think it's more optimized for phones. All the transparencies and stuff look cool, but they don't really take use in the new iPad Air and iOS 7. I think with iOS 8 or maybe a later version of iOS 7, this iPad could be great, especially if it starts multitasking more natively and stuff like that. But if Apple changes it up, I think this can be a really great tablet for a lot of people that work online and spend a lot of time checking their mail. But at the moment, it's still a little bit clunky, especially iOS 7. Now, everything else can really be found on the iPad 4, and if you're on the iPad 4 at the moment, I wouldn't suggest upgrading. Even though the iPad Air does look beautiful and it has a new chip, I don't really think it's worth the upgrade. But if you are a new iPad user or want to have an iPad, I think that the iPad Air is a great option, especially for some price points that you can get it at, like $479. I think that's a pretty fair price for the 16GB version. Or if you like to customize more and have your device be more, better with multitasking, then definitely go ahead and check out some Android tablets. But that about concludes my iPad Air review. If you would like to see more coverage of the iPad Air, then be sure to check out GadgetGuruHD, the channel, and there you can find a lot of great videos about the iPad Air and different devices that we have reviewed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.